When we started to look at our alumni distribution worldwide, we also mapped out where SOAS had existing alumni groups, associations, some of whom had kept going despite not having much support or communication with the institution for some time, or on an irregular basis. And so we mapped out our key strategic regions of the world, being places that might be obvious for SOAS, the Middle East, the Far East. We're working on Africa, but that's a bigger long-term project. But what was surprising to all of us was that America is our second biggest alumni constituency outside the UK by quite some way. So we started to focus on how to make our American alumni events, activities really worthwhile for our American alumni and for the school. And from a recruitment point of view, America is really important. From a profile point of view, America is really important. So we started to identify alumni that were based in key cities, and for us, those are the external facing cities, so New York, Chicago, and on the West Coast, particularly Washington as well. And we identified very engaged alumni in each of those areas, and then started to talk to them about building up an American umbrella organisation called American Friends of SOAS. Lots of other institutions have got things like this. SOAS was just a bit late coming to it. And we engaged an alumnus based in Washington who we'd already engaged, who was on our development board, so keeping what American Friends of SOAS is doing aligned strategically with our overall development goals through the development board. And we cherry-picked, and they were good enough to say yes, alumni in these key cities, all of whom agreed to become directors of American Friends of SOAS. We engaged our chairman of governing body, who travels to New York a lot, works for a big bank. He graciously enabled us to have a big launch event at his super-duper skyscraper in New York. We invited New York alumni, we had a meeting beforehand with all the American directors, and there is now a great tangible excitement that we can do something that is both stimulating intellectually, because that's what we really discovered SOAS alumni wanted. They want to know what's happening now in the university, what are the cutting edge pieces of research, what are people doing, what are SOAS saying about the issues that are relevant, so something on the Arab Spring, something on emerging economies, something on China, and we're setting up programs where we can engage with our academics who are travelling to the States anyway to put on events within these chapters locally. And at the same time, we've started talking to them about what their fundraising objectives might be. With a 501c3 organisation, they have to have their own fundraising projects which are nothing to do with SOAS, as well as scholarship projects and other things that might benefit SOAS as well. So we've really engaged and enthused this group of American alumni to work with us, but very much enabling them to do their own things, because we've only got 2 people back in London